Hey guys, it's the Nintendable dropping by with another Nintendo themed video. Today, I'll be sharing 5 things that you might have missed in Breath of the Wild 2's teaser trailer. If you find out something new, then let me know in the comments below. And even if you already knew all of these things, still feel free to leave a comment anyway. So with that all out of the way, let's begin. At the very beginning of the trailer, we see Link's arms surrounded by malice. This is obviously the center of attention, but if you pause the video and take a closer look, you see that Link has the Master Sword on his back. Now this leads us to 2 possible time frames for when this event may happen, which is probably either the beginning, when he still has the Master Sword, or the end, where he probably will retrieve the Master Sword, assuming he loses it at some point earlier. I tend to believe that it would be the beginning, because that might be how his arm gets to be the way it is. But it could just as well be the end, where it gets infected by malice and becomes unusable for a certain amount of time. Guess we won't know until the game comes out. This one was found by a user named Holstein on Reddit, and seems like it could very well be an important asset to the story of Breath of the Wild 2. If we take a look at the top, we see the classic picture of the hero on the tapestry-like object, wearing a blue tunic and a green cloak-like piece of clothing around his shoulder. No one really knew what this was and kind of just ignored it. Until now, because with this new trailer, we got to see that it looks very similar to the cloak that Link is wearing in the bottom picture. Now to me, this could mean multiple things. It could simply be an old relic passed down that Link somehow gets a hold of, possibly having some sort of ability. Or, what if this is not the Link we know, not the hero of the wild? What if it's the hero in the tapestry? These are more questions we probably won't find the answer to until the game releases. In the trailer, we see a green robot-like enemy that is powered by the same energy as the Zonai arm. We also see 2 white bulb-like things on the enemy's shoulders. But the interesting thing about these bulbs is that they appear behind the enemy on pedestals. We get a better look at these later in the trailer. But what does this mean? I'm not exactly sure. It could be the theme of some sort of dungeon this beast is a part of, or it could simply be a little Easter egg. There really isn't any way of knowing, but it's cool nonetheless. One of my favorite parts of the trailer was the monster camp on top of a stone talus, or as I will be calling it, a talus camp. But what makes this scene even more interesting is that near the end of it we see what looks to be another talus camp not too far away. This brings me to believe that these camps might be more common than we originally anticipated. Maybe they will be scattered all around Hyrule Field and will serve as a new look on the camps. Maybe they will even replace some of them. In the scene where Link fights a snake-like monster with some sort of flamethrower shield attachment, that I personally think looks a lot like a boar, there is one detail that took me a while to find. Right before and right after the boar begins shooting flames, we see the same green energy that's in the Zonai arm appear on the boar. And what makes it even more fascinating is that it is in his left hand, and the hand that is infected is his right. This means that it has to get its energy from something else, and I have a theory about what that could be. What if the magic system returned? With a few tweaks, of course. Let me explain. What if the Zonai are masters in this magic and have created many different types of inventions that take use of it? 2 examples of what this could be are the flamethrower and the green robot-like enemy we see earlier in the trailer. Let me know what you think of this theory in the comments below. Am I possibly onto something? Or am I just grasping thin air and have no idea what I'm doing? That might be very well possible. Also let me know if you would like me to make another video about this going into more detail. That's going to wrap it up for this video. Sorry it's a little late, but I wanted to make sure it was as good as possible. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that like button so others can find this video, and hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you know when I upload. This is the Nintendable signing off. I'll see you on the next one.